What's up? Welcome back to the CJ's Footy Bite. And this is an exciting episode. At least I can afford a smile. I'm back with Chris talking about a few things here and there. So we are starting with Super Frankie came back to the Premier League and he won the FA Cup. Well, he's at Everton. Do you think he's going to change where exactly on the Premier League table that Everton is right now, or it's just...
I don't know. He has a lot of work to do.
Mm-hmm.
Everton have won 2 in the last 15 in the Premier League.
Oh, 2 out of the last 15.
Mm-hmm. So the first one was Benitez against Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that game?
Yeah.
I still can't believe we lost that game. Then there's this one against Leeds, but they were good.
Mm-hmm.
He came and changed the formation, went to a back three, just to give them some solidity, then ensure that they have a lot when coming to attack. And they played really well. I watched that game.
Mm-hmm.
They played really well. And I think he's going to improve them because he has a good squad.
But he had a good squad at Chelsea, but he wasn't really able to do much with it.
Sometimes you may find that the job is too big.
Actually, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is exactly what happened at Chelsea. The job was too big.
He has not had the years
Mm-hmm.
to hone his skills so that he can deal with the big clubs. The big clubs will deal with them differently.
Speaking of which, Rooney said no to the Everton job.
Yeah, he knows he's not ready.
He's not ready. He's still at Derby County.
Yeah, he's not ready.
He's not ready to come back to the Premier League.
Because he's still also a new manager.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe what he wanted to do was maybe try and save that derby first.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were given around a 12 or 9-point deduction. So they started really low. But they're coming up. They are, I think, in like third last position there or something. Not sure because the championship has a lot of teams.
Yes.
24 teams. So he was not ready for that job. Sometimes you need to hone your skills first.
Now,
Everton also has been having a lot of problems.
Yes.
They spend money poorly, build the squad poorly as well. So it's a big job. I'm not sure how well Frankie will do, but I think he'll do something. Okay.
To wish him all the best, right?
Yeah.
So, Manchester United fans really wanted Antonio Conte to come to Old Trafford, and when Spurs sacked Nuno Espirito Santo, we all thought that Nuno was just a sacrificial lamb because Spurs knew that United could go for Conte, and that is why they quickly grabbed him. But Conte has lost the last 3 Premier League matches. Chris.
Conte is a very funny manager. You know, every time Spurs lose, he just goes out and says, not good enough. There's still some work to do. I don't know.
There's always some work to be done anyway.
I don't know what he was thinking when he was taking that Spurs job. Everyone knows what that Spurs job was. They know that, everyone knows that at the start of the season there was a lot of problems because of the choice of the manager. And then they ended up, they're not taking the 10th choice, Nuno. So, and Kane wanted out. Spurs were really ripe for a rebuild. What they needed to do was just sell Kane. Just sell, cut your losses, tell Man City, bring 150M, we give you this player. Take that money, go and get a good coach, tell him that we are going to give you some money. Just, we need to do this rebuild now. Instead, they decided now we keep Kane, keep Son. Both of them are very good players. Those are the players that Spurs can depend on. But now, the supporting cast, not that good. So, they were right for a rebuild, but they didn't do it. Now, because Conte came with a lot of hype, won a few games, most of them were at home. They were the easier games. Everybody said that top 4 is Conte. Because we are saying that in the top 4 race, okay, the 3 big teams, that is Man United, we said that Man United are the best squad for the top 4 challenger. But now we see that it's a bit broken. Tottenham had the best coach. And maybe 2 key players, but the rest, not good enough. Then Arsenal, just the more settled squad. Yeah. together. The coach has been with the team together. The team is solid. We know what we expect from Arsenal. So it's the most settled one. Huh? Yeah, then Wolves maybe they have a bit of challenge down the line, and West Ham, we don't know. Their squad depth is not that good, and they've not been in this top 4 challenge in a while, so they don't have the know-how.
Okay.
So now, coming to that game, the past 3 games they were outplayed midweek. They were outplayed over the weekend. I don't know. I'm not really sure about Conte, because every time they lose, the coach is now on bashing the team.
And he actually doesn't take responsibility.
Yeah.
It's now when they lose, it's not on him. He is shifting blames to the players, which is not a good thing. As a coach, you ought to take responsibility, because what the players display is what you fed them.
Yeah.
So now let us move on to the games that were played over the weekend. Manchester United had a draw against Southampton. Man United seems to start off really, really well. But I don't know what happens. Falling back has become a problem. Maguire just goes deeper and deeper. And then when an opponent team does some kind of counter-attacking, he can't fall back.
I think they start well. Starting well just shows you that the game plan was good. The way the manager set the team up and
Counter-pressing.
the game plan was good. But now they cannot sustain that game plan. That's the problem. That's the challenge they have. So maybe Ragni is not that bad a coach, maybe as we see, because when you start well and like the first 5-10 minutes, that's how you see what the players are executing the plan of the manager. So maybe the first half, most of the time they play well, but they cannot sustain, because you're not the only one that are doing tactics and preparing for the game. The opposition is doing that as well. So maybe some managers learn and see that no, just wait for them. Second half, they maybe don't have enough.
Exactly, because for the past 2-3 matches, Manchester United is conceding goals either towards the end of first half or at the beginning of the second half.
Yeah.
So I tend to agree with you that it's so predictable. Manchester United game is now like a script or something, because the opponent side is able to know exactly when to raid and get the ball, get the goals. Now let us move on to Lampard beat Marcelo Bielsa 3-0. 3-0.
Very entertaining game. Leeds there was a time I was telling you that Leeds are going to have a problem. Okay, they have a good squad, but they're going to have a problem. They're going to be thrown in this relegation fight. Them and Brentford. Yeah. And if they don't watch out, maybe Newcastle will peep one of them.
Newcastle looks like it's going to be a problem in the next couple of years, maybe, because new ownership, of course, they have the money.
Yeah, they'll take time to build. It's not really, you cannot just go into it like that, because there's also issue with financial fair play.
Yes.
So they are eyeing the technical director of Brighton. So they want to start and build up slowly. Yeah. So maybe the first thing is to escape relegation, which is not easy. Yeah. Do that first, then build slowly.
You think they're not going to escape relegation? They've made a few signings.
Yeah, that is their first challenge: escape relegation. They've won 3 games on the spin, so they are looking good. They have enough quality in their squad. They have the best quality out of all the other teams, so they have enough to escape. The question is, will they?
Well, that is just a matter of wait and see. Moving on, Man City have beat Norwich 4-0. I mean, there is nothing really much to say here.
Yeah, Norwich started well. They really started well. There was signs that maybe there was going to be an upset, but when Sterling scored, it was done. He scored a hat-trick. Yeah, some really good goals. Missed a penalty, but
I didn't watch it, but must have been an easy one for them.
They struggled. City struggled the first 30 minutes. Then they just came into the game properly. Then Sterling scored the first goal. Was a very good goal. After that, it was done.
Liverpool versus Burnley 1-0. I mean, I think Liverpool should beat Burnley lots of goals. What happened here?
Burnley Burnley don't concede a lot of goals. They don't. It's hard finding Burnley conceding 2+ goals. Most games, even against the big teams, just 1 or 2 nil. Right now, we know they are fighting relegation,
Yes,
so
yes.
it would be even hard. We failed to score against them. Liverpool only scored 1, and it was a set piece. Really hard to play against them. So for them, I don't know. I think they'll go down. Just have a feeling that this time maybe Sean Dyche may not have enough.
Manchester United plays Brighton tonight. Your thoughts on this?
Difficult one for them. Brighton are very
For Brighton
good.
or
For Man United?
No, every other game is becoming difficult for Man United.
No, Brighton are a good team. A really good team. Well coached. Well coached. It will be difficult. You saw how they played against Chelsea the first 2 games.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, they can play. They can play. So, but I think the good thing about United is that they have enough attack to beat most of these teams in the league. The attack is really good. So they have enough to beat Brighton, but it won't be easy. It won't be, and they're at home, and the crowd now is a bit nervous because even if they take a lead, they're now thinking, what is going to happen in the second half? Can we keep this lead, or are we now going to concede and then maybe even lose the game? So that's the problem now. The confidence is not there. The confidence in the support or the fan base is not there, and the team does not have the confidence. So when you meet decent mid-table teams who are also having ambitions to go up a bit, it becomes a tricky game. But they can have enough. They just have enough to edge it. But that's the other question. Will they?
Let's wait and see how this one goes. Your team, Arsenal, plays against Brentford on Saturday?
Yeah, on Saturday.
Are you getting the 3 points?
Well, Brentford are not really good at the moment. They've lost around like 6 games. Past 6 games. They're not good. We are not really good, solid in attack at the moment. We have depth, quality. No, we have depth issues. We don't have a lot of players. We don't score much, but I think we can do it. A simple 1 or 2 nil. But we have been good. We are trying to get that top 4. We didn't see, like I told you the first few shows. I was more interested with the journey because I didn't see we were capable of top 4 at the early stages. But now the opportunity is there. A top 6 finish will be good enough for Arsenal. But if it is top 4, we get that position 4. We are just ahead of schedule.
Really, a top 6 finish will be good for Arsenal.
Yeah.
You keep saying a top 4 finish will be good for a top 4 finish. Top 6, I mean, will be good for Arsenal. Lots of Arsenal fans that I've interacted with have always said, as much as we finish ahead of Manchester United, that is okay with us.
We don't know where Manchester United will finish, so I don't take that as the yardstick. If we finish top 4, we are ahead of schedule in our project. I think basically what Arsenal were projecting on was that 22-23 will be the season now we get into the top 4.
Wow.
So this one was first getting into Europe as we consolidate the squad, because now our squad looks thin because of all the discussion. I think our squad looks thin, but it is lean enough for us now to add what we need. We don't have baggage. We don't have any baggage. So top 4 will be ahead of schedule. We will take it. But if we finish top 6, we are good.
That's
but
okay.
I think we may just have enough to edge Brentford. They're not in good form.
Okay. Manchester City plays Tottenham. Man City. Okay. Let's wait and see how that one goes. Well, even if they draw, lose to Tottenham, who knows? They're still way ahead, so let them just get this trophy ready.
We need them to beat City because we need them to beat Tottenham because top 4.
To your advantage, I know. Man United plays against Leeds this weekend.
Yeah, United should win that game. They have always had the number of Leeds. Beat them 5-0, 5-1.
Oh yeah, when the season was starting, that was the very first. But
last season they beat them 6.
Trees.
Leeds are
Man United started this season not so badly off, and immediately after beating Leeds, Man United had a series of just draws and losses. So since Ralph Rangnick came, Ronaldo has actually just scored 2 goals. So do you think this one will be any different, or because it's Leeds, United will just win?
Listen, this is I don't think I might be popular with a lot of United fans when I say this, but you need to let Ronaldo go. Yeah, you cannot build around a 37-year-old.
That's true.
Let him go at the end of the season. Either you sign a striker, or you bring back Martial, or you promote Rashford. Just sort that out with a younger player we can build. Might not have enough money to sort that out. Whether they get it right is now the problem. But in this game, United will beat Leeds. I think they'll beat them.
Okay.
If they don't, then top 4 is done for you.
Top 4 is done for us. So, well, I have been telling people that signing Ronaldo was not a tactical signing, but it was an emotional kind of signing.
Yeah.
And I told people that even if Ronaldo came to United, just before he was signed, he'll bang goals, but he won't help the club much. So we have seen that happen, and you've also said that we should let Ronaldo go and maybe promote Rashford. Rashford has had such a bad attitude. You can see he's not interested. You can see he's not giving it his all.
But he's a young player. You can develop that. Maybe he's just having a bad season. Rashford has been here. Last season he had very good numbers. Yeah. Ronaldo, you say he scores goals, which he does.
He's only scored 2 under.
Yeah. So when he does not score goals, what does he do? Nothing else.
We only want him for the goals, right?
Yeah. If you are carrying a 37-year-old player, then he has to pull his weight where it's needed. If it is scoring goals, score those goals. Push that team to score goals. But now when you're starting whinging, throwing your hands up, now we are hearing issues with doesn't want to continue, those backroom issues. When you start hearing a lot of those backroom issues, then he's not now adding whatever is supposed to be added. It was not a good signing. But at the beginning of the season, people were saying, United have signed Ronaldo. They're going to win everything.
But I've said it on this show that we've signed Ronaldo, but we'll not win a thing.
Yeah,
I think it's time United fans just lower the expectations and enjoy the matches that they have.
It was not a good part in squad building. What United have done well was that appointment of Ragnick. After he has done his interim manager thing, he may really help sort those things above and at the executive level. If they get that thing right, then there'll be a force, because United have the money, they have the finance. If they don't get things right upstairs, then just be the same problem here.
Okay, as we get to the end, your top 4 prediction?
When you see what bookmakers say, or this, they give Arsenal a 1 in 2 chance, just above 50% in finishing top 4. We have the most settled squad. We have good youngsters who can propel us to. Basically, we have a good squad, good manager. Maybe
Arteta, good manager.
He's a good manager. He has really shaped that team and removed a lot of dead weight and people who are not buying into what he's trying to change.
So you're talking about Laka?
No, Laka is there. Laka is now the captain for the rest of the season. So Laka is okay.
It's maybe not Laka, it's Oba. Yeah, it's Oba.
Yeah, Oba. They had issues with Oba.
Yeah.
We did not foresee that one happening. Because
he said he was okay at Arsenal. The only problem was Arteta.
Yeah, but he had his issues. As the captain, you're not supposed to be having disciplinary issues all the time. So if you do that, and we have a very young squad, you're creating the wrong environment. So it had to happen, and they were very decisive, and they sorted it out. Fine. At the end of the season, in the summer, we know that we are supposed to get a striker and maybe central midfielder. We know that. That will be the target. So our team the focus is very clear. It's either you get top 4. If you don't, okay, 5 or 6. Just ensure that you're within Europe. But we have the better chance as per the bookies or whatever.
So, okay, up there, Man City, that's given.
Man City will finish top. I think Liverpool will go second. Chelsea will be third. What will work in the advantage of Chelsea is that I think they can beat Arsenal, they can beat Man United and Team West Ham. Those teams, they have enough to beat those teams, so they won't be much of a threat on their position, which looked a bit shaky a few weeks back. So they'll finish third. So that fourth. No, Chelsea will finish third. So that fourth place, West Ham are not looking that strong. They have failed to capitalize. They have played all their games. They have failed to capitalize because they are just 2 points ahead of us, and we have 3 games in hand. But the caveat of that is that there are 3 games in hand that will be the most difficult. We have a game in hand against Chelsea. We have a game in hand against Tottenham, both away. Against Wolves, which are going to play next week. Mid next week on Thursday. Then we'll have another game in hand against Liverpool when they play Chelsea in the final. So our games in hand are very, very, very difficult.
I hope you lose all of them.
They're very difficult. But that's why these results are going in our hand, because it gives us room for error. Margin for error. These teams are not very far ahead of us. Only West Ham, they are 2 points ahead. Man United, they're like 1 point ahead.
It's just actually it's one. Well, Man United has 41 and you guys have 40.
We have I think 2 points. We have 39. We have 39. So these games, because they have failed to capitalize, we just need to win our games. For the next like 5 games, we just play Brentford, Wolves, Aston Villa, Leicester, Watford. I don't know in which order, but those are our next 5 games. So we just need to ensure that we pick up the points in those games, so that when the tough running comes in,
at least you have the points.
We have the points now.
So in short, you're saying top 4
it's still not yet
position
won.
is open.
It's still open.
It's not won by any team.
Man United have a good chance if they get their things together. That's the problem. Their squad looks broken. So now Leicester. Now we don't talk about Leicester anymore. Wolves, I don't think they have enough. They don't really attack. Like the attacking metrics, like for Wolves, they have a very good defense. They have the second best defense in the league. But in attacking ways, I'll go relegation. Like they have scored more goals than the team at 20. So they're not really good at attack. When you score 1 goal against them, it's like the game is done. So it will be tough. West Ham, I don't know how they'll handle the Europe when we start this week. That will be their problem. They don't have the depth.
Okay. So according to Chris, like I said, everyone is entitled to their opinion. The 4th slot is still free. Anyone is a potential 4th place finisher. So
the way I've said, all those teams have their own flaws.
Yes.
All the teams have their own flaws. Nobody is going to outright take that top 4. It will be a fight to the very end. That will be the case. I can say maybe our team have the best chance, but deep down I know that we are not really, we are not that confident to take that spot.
Thank you so much, Chris, for coming. It's always a pleasure having you on board. So then, guys, that's it for today. In my next video, it will be a purely Manchester United video. And for the Manchester United fans, I will tell you why it is wrong to call your club, this is a difficult one to say, Man U. Until next time, cheers.